The Chiefs are on their way to the AFC Championship.
Refuse to give up, and that's, I think, the mark of this football team in 1994.
I think Keith Cash put the exclamation point on Buddy Ryan, don't you?
Oh, I think we all love that with the spike against the Buddy Ryan sign. But he's really come on over the weeks, as we've all seen. But everybody stepped up and played to another level, and that's what you have to do in the playoffs. And you know, this team won't be denied. And we said after clinching the division, we needed 3 in a row to get us to Atlanta, and today was 2.
You're right. I know you've got that long underwear packed and you're ready to go, aren't you?
We're looking forward to Buffalo, obviously. I think we match up well with them.
Wide open for that touchdown pass, and just didn't come up with it.
Yeah, I felt real bad for a minute, but then I came back to the sideline. Everybody was telling me, look, forget that. It's over. You can't do anything about it. So just went out and tried to play better.
The key for you, maybe the next catch you made, not the touchdown catch, which was great in its own right, but the next catch you made in a tough circumstance. A lot of people around you, you took a tremendous hit on.
Yeah, I mean, Joe threw it right where it had to be. So, I mean, all I wanted to do was catch it. It didn't matter what, who hit me, how many people hit me. That's part of the game. So I just wanted to catch it because I'm just happy he just kept throwing to me.
All right, now let's talk about the one you want to talk about. Okay, let's talk about the touchdown catch. What was the route? And just talk about it a little bit and how you felt when that happened.
I mean, it was a basic go route, really. I think he wanted to throw it over my shoulder so I can run for it. But he said it slipped out of his hand, and he kind of underthrew it. Dishman never looked back for the ball. I saw it was going to be short, so I just stopped and adjusted to the ball.
I just came from the locker room, and it was a strange sight, a bunch of Chief players in the shower singing Houston Oilers and Cabbage Patching and having a pretty good time.
And we have crews at KCI Airport where we understand the Chiefs are arriving right at this moment. Mike Walter is there in the midst of the crowd.
Well, I'll tell you what, Larry, it is crazy here. Let me ask you, what do you think of this reception? Going to Buffalo. Hey, Tim, what do you think of this reception by the fans?
Hey, this is fun. I feel like we won the Super Bowl the way these people out here. I can't wait. If we beat Buffalo and come back home, boy, it's going to be wild here in Kansas City.
Tim Barnett, another great game today. How do you feel going into the Buffalo game?
I feel great. You know, we're playing there, and we're at the point we don't really care where we play. We're just going to go and try to achieve our goal and just take them 1 week at a time.
Tim, of course, Buddy Ryan and his team did all the talking before they took the field. You guys did the talking on the field, out at field.
You can't talk this game. You got to play this game.
Great game. Thanks a lot. Marty Schottenheimer is coming off the plane right now. Let's see if we can get Marty's reaction as he comes off the plane. Marty, what do you think of this reception from the fans?
Marvelous. It's wonderful.
You played in Buffalo. How does it feel to go back and take on that team?
We're looking forward to an opportunity to play the AFC defending champions.
You got people hanging from the rafters. Anything you want to say to the fans of Kansas City?
Just be careful. Be careful.
All right, Marty Schottenheimer just arriving.
That's what we're paid to do. I mean, we're paid to play, and in a big game, you're supposed to come to play. Great players supposed to play great. So this was an effort that my teammates expected.
This is what motivated us, because we heard what their defenses are. They're just buddy this and buddy that, and we never had any chance. We shouldn't even stop it. We hear their guys talking about what we got to do next week in Buffalo, and it's no respect. Now they got to sit off the whole year and think about what they did against us, because they didn't let us come in and shock them.
Second quarter, down 10. These teams extended the playing field. Albert Lewis rode Gary Brown out of bounds, but the fun was only beginning. 4 personal fouls, no ejection.
Yeah, I couldn't let them just take advantage of my guy over there. I mean, that's my brother down on the ground, and I just can't stand to just stand there and let 4 or 5 Oilers jump in. I mean, ultimately, I know it'll result in a fine, but, I mean, Albert came out okay.
Willie Davis dropped a sure touchdown pass, but Tim Grunhart thought it was the best thing that could have happened.
They realized that we were going to get long on him, and even though Willie did drop the ball, they had to really respect that, because he was running wide open, and as soon as Willie did that, then they had to change some of their things around, and, when they do that, a Buddy Ryan defense has a hard time adjusting to things, because they're so complicated in the first place, and they have so many blitzes they have to learn. I ran up to Willie after that, and I said, Willie, don't worry about it. You're going to catch 2 touchdowns, and no one will remember it. And, he was down, of course. And then about a quarter later, I got called for holding. And he come up, and I was upset, and I was down, and he came up to me and said, remember what you said to me? And I said, you're right, you're right. So we just kind of rallied together, we put our arms around each other, and we went through.
nobody believes but us. Nobody believes us but us. Us and our fans, we number one. Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Like I said before, they didn't have any respect for us. But what we did today has got respect today in front of the national audience.
I've always said you have to have an outstanding defense to win the Super Bowl. And I was really concerned about Kansas City's defense coming into this ball game because they hadn't been able to stop the run. O'Donnell last week for Pittsburgh was able to throw on them. And here you're going against Warren Moon and against Gary Brown, a guy that was averaging 111 yards per game rushing with the football. But what an outstanding job Kansas City did. And particularly in the middle, Joe Phillips, Dan Salimua, they were able to stuff the run, and they were able to put the heat on Warren Moon. And that was the key, 9 sacks of Warren Moon. And I knew that he would throw that ball up for grabs or give it away if you put the heat and put the shoulder pads on him. 9 sacks. They put the heat on Warren Moon. They got the job done. Without that defense and the way they played, they wouldn't have won that football game. Len Dawson reporting for KMBC 9 Sports.
You know, they call the Houston Astrodome the House of Pain. Well, today it certainly was painful for those Houston Oilers.
The atmosphere was electric. On the field as Marcus Allen dashed toward the end zone. Off the field as the Chiefs and their fans celebrated in the Astrodome.
We got the defense. Why do you take that? That's what you do. Pump it up. Houston Oilers. Houston Oilers.
Hey, don't never count us out, Al. We come back.
Nobody believes in us.
It's just a matter of heart. I mean, the guys have tremendous heart and character on our football team, and I think we've shown that over the course of the last 2 weeks that we do have heart, and we're going to fight till it's over.
Well, it feels as good as ever. You know, I think one of the things about it is a lot of people have counted you out, said you'd never make it this far, and it feels good to be at this point, still in one piece and still playing and still winning, and it's as good as I've ever felt mentally.
There's a tremendous sense of confidence, and it would be, I think, in all fairness, to whoever lined up with Joe Montana under center. You know, the guys that have a history, the guys that have shown the ability to do it, do in fact lift others to another level, and certainly he's done that.
But all they talked about down here in Houston was the fact that they had lost that devastating game to Buffalo last year. And all they kept saying, we can't wait to get back up to Buffalo and do the job. Guess what, Houston? You're staying home. Kansas City is going to Buffalo. After the football game.
I'm just really disappointed. Didn't expect it all to end like this. Didn't expect it to end today. And
Chiefs, baby. Chiefs. You got to love it. Well, they've been real friendly to us here. I don't know why, and I know if they came to Arrowhead, it wouldn't be the same.
Go get Joe Montana off that bus. Yeah, that's it. Go get him for it.
This football team is loading up and shuffling off to Buffalo. It's the only thing between Houston and the Super Bowl.